Lie is coming.
That's the important part.
All indications, like all of them, is that lie is going to be that there is a craft slowly making its way to us here on Earth.
And he said this in January.
And that is the lie they're going to want you to believe. It's nuanced how they explain that.
Project
the nature of that threat.
Bluebeam.
But that 100% is the lie you are going to be told. You even got a date. People have been whispering a date for a long time now.
Yes, we have.
I know where that lie comes from. I know specifically what document from the 70s initiated the idea of that lie. A classified document. That is the lie you will be told.
Bluebeam.
You're going to be told that there's a craft on its way to Earth. That's the lie.
Get ready, folks. It's going to be an interesting new year.
Hope I'm wrong.
I hope.
Lie is coming.
All right, Shalom. First off, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rechakodash. Double honors unto the apostles of Great Millstone, their teaching real well, and as always, peace and salutations to the elect. This is Brother Benaiah from the Great Millstone Dallas branch. It's going to be a quick lesson, but as you can see from that video, all right, and according to the prophecies, we're living in a time to where, living in a great time of deception, to where if you're not rooted in prophecy, all right, if you're not rooted, all right, in this doctrine, in the spiritual, in this with your spiritual eyes to the heavens, man, and in earth, and seeing what everything's taking place, all right, if you don't know who Esau Edom is and the links that he will go to ultimately deceive people, that you're going to be taken by things like this, what we're seeing right here, all right, and here it is, you have this man, all right, who appears to be an Edomite. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? Could be a Jake. It's by the spirit, but ultimately, you have him saying how it was already written way back in the 70s that they were gonna say these things. Concerning this 31 Atlas. You know what I'm saying? First it was a comet. Now it's a ship, and it's supposed to make it here, and in November and all this other shit like that. All right, and how you had that Jake saying talking about Project Bluebeam. All right, and now people really think Project Blue Beams and and stuff that brothers bring out, starting with the apostles and elders, and even some of these Edomites, man, because as the scriptures say, their tongue was gonna fall upon themselves, man. All right, these so-called truthers, even then when they bring out particular things about what this devil is doing, um, it immediately gets labeled conspiracy theory. You know, it immediately gets labeled. Oh, that's just it's just a movie. Because you gotta, like we say all the time, Esau puts the things that he wants to do and the things that he's going to do in movies. All right, because that's a part of that left hand magic. He has to show you and tell you what he's going to do. All right, or else you know what I'm saying. It will be accounted as a sin unto him. You know what I'm saying? In their eyes, so they have to tell you, that these apples are poison. You know what I'm saying? If they get like I forgot who gave that example, but this man was giving an example like going into the left hand, the occult and all this stuff, and saying like they can't just give you apples as poison and not tell you, because if you eat it and die, then it's going to be accounted as sin unto them. But if they tell you the apples are poison and you eat it, then that's on you. Then they don't. It's no sin to them. You see, likewise with what Esau wants to do. All right, and we see in these particular movies and how Esau is ultimately preparing the minds of these people to ultimately fight against Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted, man. The chariots are real. All right, we see chariots out. The chariots in the sky. The angels in the earth, going to and forth back unto the heavens, man, reporting unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right, Yahweh Shai is coming. But what we seeing, as far as this 31 Atlas and all this other shit, this could be possibly used to deceive the masses, man. All right, with Project Bluebeam. Okay, so I want to pull this up in I have something pulled up in Chat GPT. All right. So this is you read the question. It says it's I meant in, but it says it in Spider-Man Far From Home, drone technology similar to Project Bluebeam and how it can be used to deceive people. So if you haven't watched that movie, One of the latest Spider-Man's Far From Home, go watch it, the one with Mysterio, because they show you in that movie, and it's gonna basically break it down in this chat GPT. So let's keep going. It says that is an interesting connection to draw, and it actually touches on some real world technological and physiological possibilities. It says let's break it down carefully. All right, Spider-Man Far From Home. It says the drone illusion tech. In Spider-Man Far From Home 2029, Mysterio used advanced holographic projection drones developed by Stark Industries. These drones, it says, project realistic holograms in 3D, use sound, wind, heat, and explosions to make an illusion seem physically real, or coordinated by artificial intelligence, giving them precision and global reach. Essentially, Mysterio creates full blown fabricated disasters like the elemental monsters that could fool not only human eyes, but also digital sensors and cameras. A total sensory deception. All right. And we know that this shit that we seeing now with this AI and everything like that, so it's not far fetched, man, that Esau will have, Project Bluebeam and the technologies like you see in that movie, that Spider-Man movie, and actually cause fabricated, you know what I'm saying, events. All right, he did it with 9/11, you know what I'm saying, the whole setup, and people find out. But now he had the technology is so advanced now that he can, just like in that movie, those elementals and them coming and destroying shit, that it looked real. It was actually drones that was weaponized, and it can shoot, like I said, holograms, realistic holograms that use sound, wind, and heat and explosions to make that shit look physically real. You know what I'm saying? To make it look like it's actually happening, man. You see, and it was deceiving people. Esau has this same technology, man, and he's going to use it in these end times, and that's why the scriptures say, all right, if possible, he will be able to deceive the very elect, man. You know, and they'll tell you when you look up particular videos about Project Bluebeams, how they can use it for like a fake to fake an alien invasion. You know what I'm saying? And ultimately, or fake the second coming, like it's gonna say. Let's keep going. It says Project Bluebeam conspiracy concept. Project Bluebeam is a conspiracy theory that originated in the 90s, and you got to remember, old boy said what he said. He read the document that said that they were gonna say these things, man, about a craft, a object coming, on its way to Earth. And he said that was written back in that document way back in the 70s. Why do you think you had Ronald Reagan and them talking about, um, if that was an outside threat, then we all should have to come together? Don't get it twisted, because that's really gonna happen. All right, it's gonna be a real, invasion by Yahweh Shai and the angels, man. All right, but what Esau is doing in all these movies that he brought out, the fifth wave, uh, damn, what's some more movie, alien movie, the fourth kind, all this alien grays and big head niggas with eyes and shit. That's used to basically deceive the people into fighting the Lord when Yahweh Shai actually comes back, man. You see, to think that when they see Yahweh Shai crack the clouds, that these are aliens. These are what we've been seeing. These are what the government officials have been talking about in particular ages at Area 51 and all this other bullshit, right? So it says, it claims that governments or shadow organizations plan to use advanced holograms, satellites, and psychological manipulation to stage a fake global event, such as an alien invasion or the second coming. The second coming of who? Yahweh Shai. All right, who the word English calls Jesus Christ. It says create chaos or unity under a new world order or one world government. Right. You see, so this technology, and this is what this nigga is doing, man. All right, he's gonna fake it. He's gonna try to fake it. He's gonna try to stage some shit to ultimately deceive the people into bowing the knee into his way. You see, this is a high probability, man. You see that this devil is gonna do. You can't put shit past this nigga, bro. You know, you can't put nothing past this damn devil. All right, it says there is no verified evidence that Project Bluebeam exists. However, the theory reflects real anxieties about how technology could be used to control and mislead people. Right. So here it is. Oh, just because they say it only, just because what I'm saying, it's not out there. A nigga, just because they don't see it, Jake don't believe it, man. People don't believe all that. That's just in a movie, or this is that. That's a part of this nigga. That's what he wants you to think, and that's why Esau got a lot of these people exactly where he want them. All right, so when things truly start popping up, when the Lord truly starts to work in the earth, you know what I'm saying? Don't get it twisted. He's working in the earth right now, but when miracles start to happen, when divine intervention starts to take place and people see it, he got these AI videos now to where people are fake flying off, you know what I'm saying, and all kind of he's making these videos to where you can do anything. And when these miracles take place, it's a possibility that he can say, "Oh, this is just an AI generated video." With all these videos that he plusing out, Martin Luther King, all this shit that people doing shit, and you gotta understand who we dealing with, man. You know what I'm saying? He wants to downplay what the Lord is gonna do. He's gonna try to deceive the people into thinking, "Oh, this is fake." When the Lord started having miracles happen at camp. You know what I'm saying? Man start getting spiritual powers and it's caught on camera, man. You see? Why you think he flooding the goddamn internet with all these fake ass AI videos, man? To get people in the mind of thinking, oh, okay, you can't believe what you see. But some of the things that you can see, it's truly gonna be true. You see? But that's why you gotta have spiritual eyes and to see, and you gotta be spiritually rooted in prophecy and understanding what's taking place, man. All right. Let me see what else, man. I'm gonna read a little bit of this, grab one scripture, and I'm gonna be out of here, man. I gotta clock in. It says similarities between the two. It says holographic projections, yes, via drones. It says yes in the Project Bluebeam concept, yes, via satellites and sky projections. Artificial intelligence, drones operated via AI, claim use of coordinated technology networks. Physiological manipulation, Mysterio tricked the world into believing a false threat. You see? And this nigga Esau is Mysterio. He's trying to trick the people into believing into a false threat. It says the idea of deceiving humanity into a false belief or event. All right, it says purpose to gain fame and political power. You see, and that's Mysterio. That's what he wanted. And it says allegedly control or unify the world under false pretenses. And that's exactly what this nigga is trying to do. Like I said, um, Esau is you know what I'm saying? You got to understand who you dealing with, man. And that's what Jake got up, man. You better wake the hell up, man. All right, you can't trust this nigga, man. And that's why it's going to be important that you have spiritual eyes to see, man. You got to have spiritual eyes to see. But let's get this in Second Thessalonians, and I'm gonna end it off. Second Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 9. Even him who's coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders, right? His coming meaning his energy is going to be after Satan. All right. It says, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. Right. So with all deceivableness, I'm gonna read that verse in the NLT. Verse 10, it says, he will use every kind of evil deception to fool those on their way to destruction, because they refuse to love and accept the truth that will save them. Right. And that's exactly what he's gonna do with this technology, man. Like I said, when miracles start to take place on the planet Earth, and it's caught on camera, man doing superhuman things, man, healing people, bringing people back. All this stuff gonna be caught on camera, man. You see, but when it's uploaded, because people gonna upload these things onto the internet, man. You see, and when they do, people, you gonna see, oh, this is just like we see now. Oh, this is AI, and this is AI generated videos. This is not real, you know. Esau gonna have his bots in the comments. Oh, this is not real. This is AI generated. People really gonna be thinking that. You see. But you're gonna have those believers, man. The Lord is gonna spark now this is real, man. You see, and it's gonna get to the point to where it's gonna be evident. You're not gonna be able to deny it. All right. So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rachakodash. No honors unto the apostles of great millstone, the teaching rule well. And as always, peace and salutation to the elect. Shalom.